The background story behind Elasticizer is actually based on Audrey Hepburn. And Audrey Hepburn was making a movie in London in 1974, and she was very unhappy about the way her hair looked in some of the shots. I actually didn't know I was going to see Audrey Hepburn because she was in my appointment booked as Mrs. Dotti, called D-O-T-T-I. And she was married to an Italian doctor called Dr. Andrea Dotti. So when I went into my office and I saw her sitting there, I had no idea it was going to be Audrey Hepburn. And I thought to myself, gosh, she really looks like Audrey Hepburn. So I said to her, I sat at my desk and I said, how's your name spelled? And she says, D-O-T-T-I. And I said, hope you don't mind me saying. I said, but you really look like Audrey Hepburn. And she almost fell off the chair laughing because she said, well, I'm Audrey Hepburn, but when I have appointments, I go under my married name, which is Dotti. The point about Elasticizer was she was doing this movie, and I don't know whether you've ever been on a film set, but it's all very, very boring because they take a few second shots and they take it again, and they've got to look exactly the same in the next shot as in the previous shot. So they do everything to the hair, and they backcomb it and spray it and do it. And she wasn't happy about the way her hair behaved. And that's why she came to see me. And they used shampoos, conditioners and things on her. And she said, I don't like the conditioners they use because it makes my hair flat. And I want my hair to look fuller and more body. So I made, first time ever, a pre-shampoo deep conditioner. Because if you use a very heavy conditioner after you shampooed your hair, it does make it limp and it could make it greasy. So I made this, I didn't call it Elasticizer, I made it a deep pre-shampoo conditioner. Because if you do it before shampooing, it doesn't have the effect of making the hair limp. And she loved it, absolutely loved it. And then in 1980, 6 years later, I renamed it Elasticizer. Because what it did, it's called Elasticizer, because hair should stretch 30% of its length before it breaks. It's got what's called elasticity. If it doesn't stretch as much, it will break more easily. So I named it Elasticizer because it improves the stretchability and therefore the elasticity of hair.